Hello, Internet! This is Z Schrodinger's cat, and welcome to another episode of Sevtech Ages. Last time, we made a portal to this dimension, the green dimension, filled with wondrous green blocks for the chiseling. And in between episodes, I did a little bit of exploring. There's these things over here. Excuse me, bunch of mobs everywhere. These little things spawn all over the place, and they have chests, and if you break the little thing, you go down here, and there's another chest, and it actually has stuff in it. These chests up here, I have not found anything in ever. I think they're just a cue that there's stuff downstairs, but to progress in Abyssalcraft and such, you need the stuff from this dimension. So you need this cobblestone stuff, which we will also be collecting because it is very nice. These are these little chain things. I think there's dungeons on top of this, but I don't think they're any different than the ones down here, so might as well not climb and waste time. So that block up there. So to continue in Abyssalcraft, you gotta get the next stage of the Necronopol up, and to do that, you get this Staff of Rending, and this is made with Shard of Oblivion. Excuse me. Right? And then you come around here, and like, it doesn't work on the vanilla mobs that spawn here, but it will work on, okay, not these guys, evidently. Okay, it will work on the abyssal things. It won't work on the skeletons for some reason. But you click it, and it gives you points, I guess. And when you get 100 points, it will give you an item. I probably won't be able to do it in the amount of time that I have the recording unless you want to sit here forever. I put a little thing around here because they kept coming through and killing me when I was loading the dimension. There's a bunch of ghouls over here. So I just hold this down, and I wait, and hopefully, it will give me an item. Hopefully. Give me an item. How many do I need? I need 100, and I only have 60. So that's great. This is clearly the best thing I could be doing on camera. Come on, I just want to show the people how the mod works. Please. Stupid mob. All these mobs. Now, get out of my way. Go. Go away. How many do I have now? I have, 91. I just need 9 more. Give it to me. Give to me the item! I demand the item! Give it! I got it! It's the Abyssal Wasteland Essence. And then you use that with the Necronomenon. Let's see. Hopefully I won't die while I'm trying to show you this. This is made with the Corallium Plague Flesh, which we have because we have a big mob farm. So we'll be able to get that, and that will give us more PE, and I think it will also unlock stuff in the world. There's some cool things about this dimension. There's this stuff which you need for recipes. You need a bucket of this, and if you step in it, it gives you Corallium Plague, so we're plagued now, so that's cool. You can find a bunch of armor here, and I find more armor later. I lost some footage, because I'm dumb and I forget how files work, there is some chronological wishy-washy, timey-wimey stuff happening in this episode. So, anyway, this dimension, there's not a lot here. There's just this stuff, and then there's a ton of those little dungeons, and these little chain things. I don't think there's, anything special on top of these things, like I said in the last clip. In the footage that I lost, I went up, oh hello, I went up there and I got knocked off by a bunch of dragons that spawned, so that was fun. Yeah, that's basically it. You get the transmutator, which is used for some recipes, is made with a bucket of this stuff. There are also some, wow, there's a lot of mob drops. There's a Royal Rumble over here. Woo! Good job, guys. Good spirit. I admire that. I admire that spirit. I did some vein mining around here somewhere. I don't really know if there's mines around here somewhere. It wasn't here. I completely went in the wrong hole for no good purpose, so that's great. But there are ores you can get here. If I abyssal, let's see, this is probably the worst place to do this. Yeah, you can get this Corallium ore, and the Corallium ore is used to get like let's see, you put it in the smeltery. Hold on, Abyssal Corallium ore. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Abyssal liquid something around ore? liquefied corallium ore. And this liquefied corallium ore, can be used in the smeltery to make refined corallium, which can be used in things with the corallium ingots for armor and stuff. So that's pretty cool. This is good armor. I can make these plate things, which are, I mean, they're expensive, but they do exist. And these corallium pearls, you can also mine this in the world. And then there's also like diamonds and gold and iron in here, but I'm not mining in here because dragons spawn and give you a corallium plague. Dragons that fly through blocks just so they can give you a corallium plague. It's very inconsiderate. I have made the Necronomicon, and there's a bunch more stuff. Please let me out. Let me out. Please let me out. Okay. Yeah. Let me out. All right. Go to the top. Yeah. There's so much stuff, and it is unlocked spellbook, open compendium. Okay. I have no idea how spells work in this. I haven't a single idea. However, I do know that there are, Abyssal Wasteland, there's more rituals that can be done. I don't know what that does for me. But there's more stuff, and I can do it, and it is great. So, I basically have all the stuff unlocked now, and there's a lot of the stuff that had these little runes, is now visible to me. There's still more stuff because there's like 3 more dimensions I have to go to, but there's still, there's a bunch of stuff unlocked. So, time for reading. But now we have these gorgeous blocks. Look at this. Look at how great it goes with everything. So, we should be able to... No. Oh no. Oh no. No. No! You can't chisel it! Can I chisel this? No! No! I have destroyed the portal. We must build a monument to our grief about the injustice that we have been served. We must memorialize the loss of this fantastic block. It is fitting that we must do this in the rain. We shall make, with our labors, an L-shaped building. L, for the love that was broken. We must somehow make these blocks work. Not because we love them still, but because that is their punishment. We must make them fit into the surroundings, which are a completely different scale, and we must learn to move on from our loss and the injustice that we feel in our hearts. Look, observe, and imagine what could have been. A utopia lost forever. Did I mention I added these little crack things? Because I added these crack things and I think they look great. Just the tree like breaking up the slate. I like that a lot. I think it does a lot for this area. Anyway, back to the bad acting. But we must rebuild. We must rise above. We must become greater than our adversaries. And we will. Somehow. But in the end, we must rebuild. We must go forth and prosper despite our injustices, so that we can spite these blocks for all of the pain that they have inflicted onto us with their lack of chiselability. We will show them that we can prosper without them. Glorious news! This! I can chisel! Not all is lost! We can reclaim! We can rebuild! And we have overcome! We have created art from the phoenix that died before our eyes, and it has risen. It has risen greater than any other of all times. It is beautiful. So, this is the Museum of Betrayal. As you can see, roof, not done. I have this kind of great lake thing here. I have this portal to the Abyssal Gateway because it seemed like a good enough place to do it. And then I have down here is the museum proper for all of the blocks that have betrayed us with their lack of chiselability. I have these little stands for them. I love these energy pedestals from Abyssal Craft. They're great. I wish they weren't so expensive, but they are great. And I have benches, and I have a floor, and I have outside as well. I have a sign right here that because of the way that the blocks work, it's just an entire block's width away from the house, which I think is completely fitting and appropriate. So this is, yeah, I've done a lot of little detailing here. It's ironically probably one of the most detailed places here of anywhere in the base. So I have this kind of roof sticking out on top here with some more designs, and it looks pretty much the same on the back, so I won't waste time walking there. I've also done, let's see, I made another tree out of this portal thing because this was ugly and needed to be changed. I have yet to do the grass and stuff. This is really set out, but it's pretty much similar to the other one, except for it has this grayer bit on the top, like it's dying. And then, of course, I accidentally knocked out one of the portals, so I made a little path here, which I think looks even better. So that's that. In the time that I was working on the old museum, I got some more food because I was tired of having 4 food things in my inventory at all times and having to juggle. So getting it down to 2, having this one count for grain and fruit, and this one counts for the other thing. This is made like this with this stuff, and this is made from reed, which is, you find this in the Betweenlands. And then to get the pears, the white pears, these are made with the white pear seeds. And to actually get stuff from it, you need to get, first of all, you need to get compost, and then you need to get some, let's see, I think there's like a lot of things in here that can be used for composts. I'm gonna assume this will be able to be composted. No, it's not. Ugh, so difficult. I wanted to show the people how to make compost. That's all I wanted. Please. I think I already composted everything that could be composted. But you throw, it's in JEI, and you can throw, it's mostly just like seeds and leaves and stuff. And you take the compost and you get purified dirt, which is made in that thing, the same thing that we made it's in there. I won't go to the other dimension. But you come down here where I have some purified swamp dirt set up by some swamp water, and this, I found, is very manual, which is kind of annoying. You have to take a weed wood shovel and you right-click on the purified swamp dirt, and then you put the compost on, and then you put the plant on, and when this grows, I forgot to bring bone meal, but if I had bone meal, do I have bone meal? Nope. Do I have bone meal in here? Nope, that's a negative. But this will grow up. It will only grow like a few times, and then it will die. So you have to get the seeds and replant them. So I don't know what that's about. But this will grow up, and then eventually it will take the compost out of the sand, and then you'll get white pears. And I have enough to make this. So this is really good because there's not a lot of fruit options that are actually decent. So I just went exploring in the green dimension for a while. Those little cube places with the chests, and I just got a lot of stuff. That's pretty much the only thing there. I got a lot of these. I got a lot of armor, which is really nice because it gives you water breathing with a helmet. I also got some refined corallium and some of these abyssalite ingots. So now that we have enough corallium, we can make this transmutator, which has some cool recipes. Let's see. Whoop. It has a lot of ore, like transmuting. You could turn lava into something called solid lava, which I don't know what that is. Water into ice. I think you can turn nether brick and stuff into like the brick items as opposed to the block. So I'm gonna get that, and there's like a lot of fuel items too, apparently. You can use these things, the corallium things, to fuel it, so that's probably what we'll do. This metal press recipe doesn't work either. Boo! Yeah, metal mold, packing 3x3. Packing 3x3. They're in there. You can't see them, but they're in there. They're in the hopper. What the problem is? None of the abyssal craft recipes seem to work. Well, at least we can make it in this thing. Now, if I understand correctly, the transmutator is just like a furnace, but it takes, just this fuel, and then I can take, for example, stone, and it will convert it into darkstone cobblestone. So now I don't have to go mine all that darkstone cobblestone. I can just make it. Even though I probably will just mine it because it's more efficient. But there are other recipes that are useful. Like if we need more nether bricks, we can find another fortress, vein mine it, get a bazillion, and just get a bazillion times 4 nether bricks. So that's cool. Been trying my hardest to find a way to make this look good. It's very abstract, and the shape is very weird, and I'm almost at the point where I'm considering just rebuilding it. I mean, it's so much stuff I did. So, there's this little central part. I want this to be like a very open, sort of altery bit. But I have this down here with the thing, and this should still be a valid thing. I didn't read anything. This is a lag spike. I didn't read anything online about it needing sky access, so I think this will be good. I think you do need to have this area cleared. I originally had a design with bits at a higher level, but I took it down and put this here. It looks odd. I like this design. This design is good. But the outside is... whew! It's a bit rough. So, I don't know what I want to do about that. I need to... let's see. I wonder if I can fill in this. I originally wanted this like this because I want it to be open, but I'm thinking maybe if I complete this shape, then this up here won't look so weird, maybe? I have torn the whole thing down, except for the middle part, because I like it. The rest of it is gone. Sometimes you need to destroy. And sometimes you just need to give up. They always tell you never to give up on your hopes and dreams, but sometimes you just have to give up. So this is one of those times, and I have gotten rid of this. I think I'm going to make this more square, like this, and have it kind of have like a cathedral arch. Okay, this is the slowest line ever in the entire world. Okay, let me out, please. And have this... I'll have corners here, and up here, I'm gonna make like an arch. I think that might do. Well, that is definitely an arch. It qualifies as an arch. I don't know how I feel about it. It's okay. I used Fibonacci numbers, so it's, I mean, I like the curve itself, but I don't entirely know how to make it fit into the space. Maybe the roof can come off of this space or something? All the other roofs here are either flat or completely diagonal, so I don't actually know how a curvy roof would fit into this area, but why not try? I have this frame now. I put on sides and stuff. I have this doorway here, which is a smaller arch, also using Fibonacci numbers. It's a bit weird because these walls need to be really thin, because I shaped the terrain like this, and there's supposed to be a sidewalk going through here, so realistically this building can't be that big. So I'm going to have to do some shenanigans. I don't know what I'm doing for the roof. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. As there are the walls. I really don't know what I'm doing or how to do this, but hey, maybe it'll go okay? I think that works if we just do like a proper it's kind of medieval. I'll have to do a little style tweaking in order to make sure it fits with the surroundings, but I think that'll be okay. As for the ends here, as for the sides, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wing this out a little bit like this, so that I can have the roof stick out a little bit, and then I can have supports up here. So I think that'll be cool, and I'll have like supports up here underneath, and maybe this could be open windows or something, or lattice, maybe I could do lattice, something like that. I brought the roof down to 4th block scale, so it's pretty nice at this point. The bottom is still undone, but I don't know what I'm doing for the inside of it. I brought this out here because I think that is a good shape for that, and we can, I guess, put some designs in here. Just space some of that out and putting some designs in here and having this be lattice work, and then this is slightly more open lattice. I've worked out the inside roof for the most part. I have one line up there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about the roof. There needs to be something, certainly. I don't... Part of me just wants to leave this very open, but I have that done, and I've kind of brought the outsides down to 4th block scale and stuff like that. But it looks unfinished. It doesn't look purposefully open. It looks unfinished. So I'm going to have to figure out some way to fix that fact. Where are my bits? Give it to me. Give. Okay. Meh. Yeah. Okay, up here. Up we go. I got rid of all my scaffolding so that I could look at how it was, and now I don't have any more scaffolding, so that's a really rough situation I'm in. Life's hard. Life is really hard. Okay, so out maybe like this, and maybe have a kind of rising, sloping thing? I don't know. Like, ribs? I don't want to say ribs, because that's a strange thing to say. But that's kind of how it is in my mind. Not... What? Hello? Stupid chisel, give it to me. It's not ribbed like condoms, you dirty heathens. Ribbed like somebody's ribs, okay? Let's get that straight right now. Up like that, and then having more, maybe every other thing? Oh, I forgot. Look at this thing! Okay, that was not a very good, representation. Here we go. Look at this thing. It's so cool. It's like a grappling hook. It runs on starlight. So it doesn't work great inside, but it sure does work great outside. So in combination with the climbing gloves, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. It's like the slime sling, except you actually point it towards where you want to go instead of away from where you want to go. This is the Impulsion one from Astral Sorcery. So this is pretty easy. You just need the appropriate altar upgrade. That definitely helps. I especially like this backside. I like how that looks. And this side in here, this is still pretty open because I kind of ran out of ways to connect. I could do another one, like at an angle here, but I kind of don't feel like it right now, you know what I mean? There is another thing we need to do in here, aside from go through the process of grief, and that is the ceiling. Up there is completely undone. Not at all. You just see the little ugly that side of it. So I think I'm probably going to have a similar roof, honestly, just like a slope up. I don't know how steep of a slope I'm going to go, but I will, I'm not sure. That should do pretty well for the ceiling. The design of the ceiling was a bit weird because each of these 3 segments, the one up here and then the 2 on the sides, are all different shapes. So that was slightly difficult, but I think it looks okay. I also, put these things on the corners here, and I think that's okay. There's a lot of flat space right here, and I don't entirely know what to do about that, because there's already so many, like, twisting, things that I don't entirely know if adding a whole lot of detail up there would be worth it. So, I don't know. I'll leave it like that for now. I worked on the outside of this roof a little bit. It doesn't look great. It looks better. It doesn't look great, but it looks okay. It looks alright. I think this is one of those things where I'm just gonna have to leave it for a bit and then see if I get inspiration to fix it later. It looks okay. It does. I also put some glowstone under here so that it glows during night in the middle. So that is gonna do it for today. Might be a few minutes short, but that's technical problems happen, especially when you're a dumbass. So next time, I don't actually know. Maybe I'll do, let's see, what do we got? Hello? Please, L, yes. We have an immersive petroleum to get into, or modular machines, one of those things. Anyway, I'm gonna say good day to you, Internet, and thank you for watching.